Jinja in SQL is a powerful combination in Hex, allowing you to make your SQL queries interactive and your apps dynamic. But there's also a hidden dark side to this technique, which can lead to your apps feeling slower than intended. In this short video, I want to show you guys how to overcome this potential downfall and help you guys build apps that stay nice and snappy, nice and fast, Unless disabled by you or someone with higher privileges, your SQL queries will be cached by default. Now, if you're unfamiliar with query caching, I suggest you watch our video on building performant apps. In a nutshell, caching reuses the results from a previous run of a query, enabling it to run faster the next time around. But if the query changes, Hex won't actually hit the cache and will need to re-execute the query as if it's brand new. When you write a dynamic query using Jinja, such as this one right here, each time the placeholder value changes, the query itself changes. AKA, you don't get to feel the benefits of hitting the cache, AKA, your queries are gonna be a lot slower, AKA, you're gonna be wasting a lot of people's time. Do you wanna be a time waster? I didn't. The secret to avoiding this performance problem is to actually not use SQL at all. Thanks for watching. Peace. Okay, I was kidding, but not really. The true source of this problem is that we're using data connection SQL for everything. If we want to see a boost rather than a hit in performance, we can rely on dataframe SQL. Rather than parameterizing a query that hits the database, I'm going to write a static query to return as much relevant data as possible. In this case, I'm going to return data from all the years rather than adding a year filter. In a separate SQL cell, I'll change from data connection mode into data frame mode, and then write my dynamic query against the output data frame from my previous cell. And I'll just keep this simple for the sake of the example. The reason this is faster is because dataframe SQL runs in memory and uses DuckDB under the hood. It also limits the amount of times that you actually hit your database, since the query is essentially ran once until the cache times out. Now, it is obvious that pulling in more data might take a little bit longer, so here are some things to keep in mind when using this technique. Although I suggested you write a static query to return your data, that doesn't mean that you just need to do a select star. You can make the query as simple or as complex as you want, just make sure you aren't adding any dynamic elements to your query. Now, if your database updates frequently and this information is crucial for your analysis, I suggest you set a lower cache timer rather than skipping over this method entirely. But if your database doesn't update that often, then I suggest you set a longer cache timer so that your apps will feel snappier for longer. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was like a little PSA on how to speed up your guys' apps a little bit. You know, if you are using dynamic queries with your data connections, then maybe you want to port them over to dataframe SQL so that you can feel those performance benefits, those little speed boosts, those little hits of performance. If you have any questions about anything I covered today, don't feel shy to leave me a comment, because I love reading your guys' comments, even though I've only had like 3. Anyway, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great week. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.